We are live in the kitchen making pizza. Now, normally I use an entire bag of fat-free cheese every single time for every pizza because it's 63 grams of protein. However, we only had 2 today, so I'm gonna show you guys how to use the food scale, which is what I do for everything else, because you guys have been asking to see that after watching the story and all that stuff, while also showing you how I make this pizza. Because obviously in this situation, for a second I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to make my macro-friendly pizza. And it's definitely easier if you have the pre-measured out, cheeses, but sometimes things go wrong. So you have to know how to work around it when things go wrong. And so that's what I'm doing today, is we're setting up the macros properly. So what I did was I calculated from this, it's 7 times 28 grams, so it's 196, which means from this one that I poured all the cheese onto before I figured out that it was actually supposed to be, or that I didn't have all the things that I needed, I have to pull off some to make sure that it measures out properly. So 196 divided by 2 is, let me see how quick I can do mental math when I'm depleted and hungry. It's actually 80 something, so what I can do, 196, what am I talking about? Let me actually quickly divide that. See, you don't even have to be a genius at math to be good at tracking your food. All you have to do, oh wait, my phone is right there. 196. So, okay, we're gonna have to do mental math. 98, it's 98. Okay, so I need 98 grams on here. Boom. See, you can't always rely on calculators. You have to do 98. And then for the viewers, if you can let my camera woman know, do you want to see more of me or do you want to see more of the pizzas? Let me know. I think they want to see more of me, so focus more on me, but I could be wrong. Maybe you guys want to see more of the pizza. But either way, okay, 100 roughly, right? So we split it up. So it's about, equal between these. Now what I want to do is I want to figure out how much cheese is in this bag, because the problem is, this is usually the bag that my wife uses. My wife obviously doesn't track her food because she, mashallah, doesn't need to lose weight the way that I do. Just kidding. But the point, just kidding, that I need to lose weight. Obviously, I'm in amazing shape, guys. You guys know I'm a coach. I'm perfect. I don't have any flaws. Just kidding. But so she doesn't measure, so I have no idea how much is in this, so I have to measure it because otherwise I'm just throwing random numbers at the board with zero control over my results. So it's probably actually a lot. It seems like the bag is mostly full. And so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see how much that is, and I can calculate it later. And we have the video on record here. Yeah, it's definitely going to be more than 90, but that's okay. So this one will be like the one that's closest to full. Wow, that's actually really close to full. That's 176. So this one probably barely needs any chicken, but the other ones I'm going to have to put some shredded chicken on it to make sure that the macros add up properly. So this one is basically good to go. It's got 175. Get that measurement right there. And how the people said in the camera and the thingies, mashallah, jazakallah khair. Awesome. Okay, cool. Anyways, focusing mostly on me. So basically, this one is ready to go, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it in here. And then I'm gonna measure the chicken and make sure it comes out properly. So since my phone is currently used for filming this, I can't actually check what the measurements were gonna be. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just grab the chicken, and I'm just gonna kind of measure out probably however much looks good on it, right? So obviously this is the benefit to having pre-cooked chicken. It's versatile, so you can, use it for whatever you need to use it for. So this is gonna end up being how much chicken? 86 grams. Okay, that should be actually pretty good for this portion right here. So, in fact, I'm not gonna be savage. I'm gonna use my fingers, I'm gonna use my scissors. As you guys can see, this is what happens at the end of the night when your meal gets delayed, your brain stops working. No, I'm just kidding. I was still able to do my mental math, alhamdulillah, Allahumma barak. So we're just gonna cut it up real fast. I'm gonna actually throw some barbecue sauce on here, some sugar-free barbecue sauce, just because it goes well with the chicken. Boom. And inshallah, once this is cut, I'll kind of split it up a little bit. Make sure it kind of evenly is spread out and that the pieces aren't overly big because it needs to be bite-sized, easy, delicious, right? So I guess we're having chicken pizza for dinner today. So we'll spread that out and then check this out. What we're gonna do, so it's about 87 grams. Then I'm gonna grab some sugar-free barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put that on here. Boom. This barely has any calories in it, but I'll do 1 barbecue chicken and 1 normal, since there's only enough barbecue sauce for one of these. So that's about 10 grams of barbecue sauce, which is basically nothing because this is sugar-free barbecue sauce. This is probably gonna turn out well. In fact, what I could do is I could put hot sauce on the other one. So yeah, let's see, 87, so it's 15 grams of barbecue sauce. Look at the thing, it's 102 and it used to be 87. Boom. Okay, cool. We're gonna pop this one in the oven now. Bismillah. MasterChef Impromptu at work, and I'm going to retroactively track these macros later, but it should add up to some good numbers, inshallah. I forgot to check the time when I put that last one in, but we'll just do it 6 minutes from now since it's pretty thick. Roughly at like, let's say 8:55. Okay, cool. So next pizza, we're gonna measure this out. So you see how easy it is to track your food. Like somebody in the comments there said, tracking your food isn't sustainable. But reality is, you just don't think it's sustainable. But, here, focus it on me because they're gonna be bored watching that. Tracking your food isn't sustainable, said somebody in the live stream. But reality is, it's not as hard as people think. I thought it was hard for a long time. I also used to be like, oh, it's not sustainable, whatever. But the reality is it's actually a lot more sustainable than you think, and it's a lot more easy than you think. Do you have to do this forever for the rest of your life? No. But whenever you're in a fat loss phase and you're tired of only getting 1/3 of the results that you should be, and you want to just put in 5% more effort to get 300% more results, then boom, start tracking, and it's going to really help you to take charge and get way better results. It's a total game changer. So bismillah, we're going to measure this one out. Let's see, it's probably going to be a little bit less, but that's okay. This pizza looks smaller for some reason. That's okay. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. All right, so that's 77 grams. So off the top of my head, that's probably about 25 grams of protein. So honestly, it might need more, but that's okay. I think it's still gonna add up to what we need it to add up to. And then I'm gonna grab some hot sauce to put on this one. The same hot sauce that I put on the pickles a couple nights ago, or on the cucumbers. Wow, this actually looks really good. Boom, look at that. And now, as you guys can see, it is very easy to track everything that you're doing. And it's very sustainable because, hey, let me tell you what's really not sustainable. What's not sustainable is eating healthy, putting in the work, yet not getting any results. If you're not getting any results, you're gonna quit because you're gonna be too frustrated with the process. So, this thing just popped, that's okay. Sometimes the thingies, when they get hot, they like get warped, but that's okay, you just gotta adjust it. But, you know, in response to the people who say it's not sustainable, again, I'm talking to the past version of me who used to also think it was not sustainable. It's a lot easier than you think. And I'll tell you what, if you've been trying to eat healthy and work out and do your steps and lose weight, you know, vaguely without actually tracking and hitting your numbers for years or even months, but for many of you it's been years, and you're sick of not getting results and you want to finally take charge of this process and get to where you want to be and finally have amazing results and be in amazing shape, be jacked, shredded, lose the belly, everything else that you want in your life, and you want to get your results 3 times faster, you just have to put in 5% more effort to put stuff on the food scale like I just demonstrated very clearly to you today. So if you're watching this on replay, let me know what angles you want me to hit next time. Did you like the angles, the balance between how much it was on the food, how much it was on me? Do you want to see more of me during the talking and instructional parts? Do you want to see more of the food? Forget about looking at me. Maybe you don't think I'm good looking, whatever, just kidding. But the point is, whatever you want for the next video, whatever's helpful for you, tell me if this was helpful for you. I'm recording a lot of videos like this. I just have to send them to my editor, but sometimes I just go candid live. So I want to show you how easy it is to track. I'm showing it on my story, I'm showing it in the lives. I want to show you how easy this is because it's literally going to triple your results. You're going to get 300% more results for literally 5% more effort. Literally, how much longer did it take for me to do that? Not sustainable. But what I'm saying too is that once you're in momentum, once you're in great shape, once you're in maintenance mode, you can eat quite a bit more. You don't have to be in a deficit. You don't have to hit your numbers as strictly, which means you don't necessarily need to track as closely. So anyways, I was actually going to end this before I took out the pizza, but I think it's coming to the time where that first one might be ready. So let's check on it, and we're going to wrap this thing up. But let me know what you guys want me to cover in future videos. What else do you need help with? Always here to help you. So check this out. It actually looks pretty good. This is the one that was in there for a while. What you can do is, I'll just show what this one looks like, and then I'll put it back in because it's definitely not ready yet. So that's the barbecue one. I think I'm just going to put it on the story. So you guys are just going to have to watch my story to see the finished product. I could keep talking here for minutes and minutes and minutes about this, but if I don't have something valuable to say, I'm not going to say it. So you know what, let me actually grab the camera and I'm going to go through the comments and see if anybody asks any questions. We'll do a bit of Q&A before I, we'll see. This is awesome. Okay, awesome. Appreciate the kind words. Is that halal cheese? Yes, it's halal cheese. There's no pork in it, nothing like that. Farhan, mashallah, good to see you. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For those who don't know Farhan, check out his interview, pinned in my profile. Got crazy results on our program, Allahumma barak, crushing it every day. The ultimate dad jokes. So if you like dad jokes, talk to Farhan. He's always making the best dad jokes, and he's a great chef too. Allahumma barak, always posting great food in our client group chats. So alhamdulillah, Allahumma barak. Let's see who else had something to say today. Yes, 336_T, more pizza. Yes, sir, absolutely. Zuhaib, walaikum assalam. San Diego, Hamza, yes, pizza, mashallah. Good to see a lot of people. It's all about balance, exactly. So, you know, whatever you need to do. There's the brother who said food scale is not a sustainable way to make food. So again, I already addressed that throughout this video. And let's see what other comments we had. Okay, bismillah. A lot of people here. Somebody asked, am I from New Jersey? Nope, San Diego. What time do you sleep after your last meal? So usually, lately we've been getting to bed at 10, but we used to get to bed a lot earlier than that. It's just Aisha's getting later. Oh, that's a good idea. Put cheese on top of the chicken to help the pizza stay together. That would have been a good idea. I should have actually done that. It's what I usually do, actually. I think because I was on the live, I was distracted. Plus, I was trying to track. Plus, I was trying to educate and instruct where to point the camera. So I kind of got distracted and forgot. But mashallah, awesome. Yeah, so to learn your maintenance calories, DM me with the word system and then go to the last video in the mini course on my entire system for losing body fat sustainably. And what you're gonna see is a video all about calories, everything you need to know about calories. So that'll be amazing. Okay, cool, awesome. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna point this at the ground and then pass it to my camera woman again. Bismillah. Okay, so now you can show me taking out the pizza. Okay, I think everything, the one I put in first should be ready now. So this is the one with a little bit less protein in it. And then this is the one with the most protein, the barbecue one. This is quite good. And alhamdulillah, it still stayed together pretty well. Let's put it actually under the light. Look, oh, zoom in on it now, get close to it. Just watch here for the oven. SubhanAllah, that looks awesome, mashallah. I might do it for a bit more, so I'm gonna post it on the story. And then the other one, definitely not ready yet, but that one looks good too. But anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here. Jazakallah khair. Yep, that's all good. And then back to me. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Press the X on the top. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.